Shalom Israel. First one, we give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakakdash. The born of the apostles and elders great millstone for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to all of like the Israel and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in ancient Hebrew. By Hashem means a name, and Yahushai is the name of the unbegotten Son. Background lesson, and today going to be going to how these devils are the cancer of the earth. And when I say devils, I'm talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man today. Just going to how he is the virus that is destroying this place and everything. Which everybody's seen this clip. It goes, there's a Jake in the movie goes in on this devil man. But I'm going to play this quick clip and get a few scriptures that came to mind, and lo won't a beautiful lesson to get into it.
You want me to say something? Fine. I'll say something. You people. You're not a race. You are a virus. You destroy the world. Everything beautiful you poison. You drag us from our homes. You rape our daughters, murder our sons. You crack our spines and do all you can to break our will. You stab us. Then you put the knife in our hand and tell us it's our fault. And if you don't do it yourself, you stand by, close your eyes, and pretend there's nothing wrong. And then you pray to your God to silence our screams so that you can enjoy the happiness that we built for you with our blood. But it's not your fault. It's the only way you know how to be. And the only thing that will change anything is if another virus comes along and does to you what you do to us. And I hope that happens very soon.
Wow. This evening obviously hasn't gone as I'd hoped. And I think I'm having a full-on panic attack right now, so I'm going to go to the bathroom and get myself together. And when I come back, I hope you don't see me as the devil.
Hey, there you go, man. You know, that Jake in that movie, or if it was a TV show, but they dropped a huge truth bomb on that Edomite, man. On the, I believe, like near the end part, it goes into how it's not his fault because this is the only thing that he knows how to do is to be the wicked, and it's what Esau was set up to be, man. Set up to be the wicked. Let's get that one more time. Just gonna get back to where he.
You know how to. You can enjoy the happiness that we built for you with our blood. But it's not your fault. It's the only way you know how to be.
Hey, there you go, man. Spiros Army once said, I seen that clip. It's the truth, man. They are the wicked, the devil the Bible speaks of, man. I mean, just look at all the atrocities and wicked things that these devils have done to us as a people. All the rape, rob, and murder, all the bloodshed that these devils have spilt of our people, threw us into captivity, slavery. And they're still, persecuting us to this day. You have Jake getting falsely accused, getting thrown into prison. You have certain cases of, Jake being hung on trees, from Edomites. And, you have I believe it was like a Jake, went hunting with I believe around, 5 or 4 Edomites. And he ended up dead, and they say he shot at them and they defended themselves. These devils are set up to be the wicked, man. They are the cancer of the earth and they are destroying this place. And you see it in everything that these devils do. deforestation, destroying all these, environments and habitats for these animals. Now you see the animals changing their places, they're in streets, getting hit by cars, and pollution, all this crap, all these plastic that you see in the water. You have turtles dying and washing up the shore. And you have, you see articles or just videos, you'll like gut the turtle or whatever, and you'll see all sorts of plastics, in its stomach, man. That's just barely, the tip of it, man. Just when you look into the history, just all the atrocities and things that these devils have done, man. They will need to pay that price, and they will. But as Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4 through 5, said, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. These devils are destroying this planet and the people in it. You even got the heathen nations, suffering from this devil, man. Verse 5 says, the earth also is defiled unto the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So these devils also changing, trying to lead the people astray and keep you breaking these laws as much as they can. That's why you see them putting unclean things in the foods that we eat. Preaching back to Ezekiel, I believe, the 13th chapter, going to how we shall eat their defiled bread. But remember, time said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed their laws, broken the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So you have to trying as hard as they can to try to keep you away from the Most High, man. Just all the wicked things that go on a daily basis, and the confusion that is being pushed and supported, man. Especially heavily with our people, You have drags, men wearing women's clothing and wigs, going to your children's schools, teaching them about that, telling them it's all right to do that, and, etc., man. Continue on. Because Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10, said, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness, and in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. So he cannot learn righteousness. He is said to be the wicked and to be evil. Which scripture came to mind, I didn't get it yet. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4 says, Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So they're said to be evil, to be wicked. They cannot change their ways. They cannot be righteous. Going back to scripture in Isaiah, let's get it real quick. It says, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh. So he cannot change his ways. Going back to the scripture, Jeremiah, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 23, to go more in depth with it. It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So you see the Ethiopians cannot change their skin, as you have a leopard that cannot change his spots. Just like how you have the wicked not be able to change his wickedness. And going back to Proverbs, how the Lord set him up to be the wicked. Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. That's what the Lord set him to be. He cannot change his ways. He cannot be righteous. He needs to be taken out. He is a virus that destroys everything, man. And going back to what I was saying once again, you see all the atrocities and wicked things that he has done, all the bloodshed, all the rape, rob, and murder that he has done, especially to our people. And the things that he does today, But the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 19 through 22 said, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestations of the sons of the Most High. So you have also the animals are suffering also. Go back to the beginning of the lesson, how, something about deforestation, pollution in the water. These devils are destroying everything, man. You have animals eating plastic and, dying from it. Going back a few months back, went to a similar lesson with this. You have like thousands of fish just, floating, just dead floating in the water, man. you know, and you got these devils blaming it on, normal causes, and that's another reason, these devils always shift the blame onto, everyone and everything else rather than themselves, man. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. Verse 21 says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption and the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. The animals and the people suffering, man. Let's get to, I think that's the wrong chapter. Verse is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. I think I skipped that. But it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And just look at all the things that they do. Trying to, take over everything and conquer, everyone. So you see them having, bases over there, I believe in Iraq or Iran. Trying to take over everything, man. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Yeah, them creating, artificial, food, shooting, chemtrails into the sky, just a bunch of poison, man. Even the water that you drink, has certain things in it. These devils gotta go. But these are the last two scripts I got, man. The ones I find lessons. Job 9 verse 24 said, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called light in the day. So he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And to also prove that, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, who do you see, in power today that has the most so-called, mightiest nation? Esau, man. Hasn't been taken out, which, pretty soon he will. Jeremiah chapter 50, I believe, going to tell all these different nations will be in an array against Babylon. But read more times, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Esau, Edom. This is his rulership, his kingdom, man. Going back to Genesis chapter 27, I believe the 40th verses. Goes into, Esau's blessing, the fatness of the earth and the sword. This book is called with the scripture. This book of Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. Says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So, Esau has to pay for all the crimes and atrocities that he has done. He will not escape his judgment that is coming. But he's going to try. As you see, he's trying to make underground, bases to hide in, trying to hide in the, the satellites, these space stations, to try to escape their judgment. Scripture going to tell they tried to hide in top of Carmel, go into the mountains. And those scripture going to do how it's going to flee into the sea, but I shall, send the serpent, after them, roughly paraphrasing, going to Leviathan. But what's going to ultimately go to show that these devils will not escape their judgment that is coming. Everything is set against them, and they will lose. Go back to Revelations 12 and 7, going to the war in heaven. On the 8th verse, goes to, and prevail not. These devils will be taken out, and they will lose, man. This is Yahweh Bashim El-Shai's story. This is his movie. It will play out how he wants it. And we got the script, man, which is the Bible. And these devils will be taken out, and we'll lose, man. And we'll go into captivity for a 1,000-year period. And after that 1,000-year period is served, it will be exterminated off the face of the earth, man, and completely done away with. But let's call the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 4. It says, Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil. So, the main point of this lesson, these devils are the cancer and the virus of this earth. They are destroying this place and the people in it. Look at all the unclean things that they put into the foods that we eat, the water that we drink, and even in the air, man. Just a bunch of poison. The food that we eat, it's genetically modified, then putting steroids into cows, chickens. There's all sorts of wickedness, man. Putting pork into certain things that we, may have used to eat. But now we look at the ingredients and gotta be careful. But, there are other things that these devils, try to do to make us go off and break the laws and other stuff also. Just once again shows you how wicked these devils are, and hey, they gotta go. But, don't want to drag the lesson on too long. The one is edifying. I'll close out. I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone for teaching us his truth. Peace and blessings to hopeful like to Israel. And shalom. See you next one.